Good morning and welcome to Friday morning, the 11th of March today. We continue on with Thomas Kempis. Keep wanting to say the one instead of the other. Thomas Kempis. It's an interesting one today. It may raise an eyebrow or two today. This one is about obedience and subjection. Not subjects popular in our culture, I don't think. Obedience and subjection. It is a very great thing to live in obedience, to be under a superior, and not to be free to do as we please. There's the eyebrow raiser, right? Not to be free to do as we please. It is much safer to obey than to govern. In other words, safer to be a follower than the boss. Many live under obedience more from necessity than from love, and such are discontented and easily complain. They cannot attain freedom of mind unless they willingly and heartily put themselves under obedience for the love of God. Go wherever you will, but you will still find no rest except in humble subjection under the government of a superior. Many have deceived themselves, imagining they would find happiness in change. It is true that everyone readily does that which most agrees with his own liking, and is most drawn to those who are like-minded. Now, there's one that is strongly proven out in our culture these days. We're most drawn to those who are like-minded, don't want to hear from anybody else. But if God is among us, we must sometimes, for the sake of peace, let go of our own opinions. Ouch. Who is so wise that he can fully know all things? There's a question to tattoo in our foreheads. Who is so wise that he can fully know all things? And yet so many of us act like that. Do not, therefore, be too confident in your own opinion, but be willing to hear the judgment of others. That would be a peacemaker. If what you think is really sound and yet you give it up for God and follow the opinion of another, it will be turned to you, to your greater good. I have often heard that it is safer to hear and take counsel than to give it. It may also happen that each one's opinion may be good, but to refuse to yield to others when reason or special cause require it is a mark of pride and obstinacy. It's something we do as children. We want our way. We don't think mom and dad are thinking right. And so we're going to hold and do our own thing. Even when we're proven wrong, we dig our feet in. Unfortunately, we often do that as adults as well. We crown ourselves the knower of all things. My perspective says, and we don't pause to listen. We don't pause to listen. And that particular human trait has gone on steroids in our culture over the last period of time with the upswing of social media and gravitating to those whom we like, whom agree with us, and not being willing to listen to each other anymore. That causes division. They use the phrase tribalism today. We're over here, you're over there, we, and the twain shall never meet. That can't be the way of Christ followers. Just think of Christ. He came to this earth. He lived on this earth. And he asked questions. He asked questions, waiting to hear other people's thoughts and opinions and perspectives. Heard someone once say, long time ago now, but it stuck with me. We've been given one mouth and two ears. Maybe we should listen twice as much as we speak. Obedience and subjection, being willing to let others lead. It's not easy. It's not easy. Blessings to you today.